Go.
What, are you able to edit this?
Yeah.
Okay. The capital of the Byzantine Empire. Chris is going to.
Go.
Capital of the Byzantine Empire was Constantinople. It fell in 1453, or was captured in 1453, by the Ottoman Empire, who was led by Sultan Mehmed II. Mehmed had an army of about 80,000 to 200,000. And Constantinople was defending with about 7,000. So it's quite a big difference there. Mehmed actually, his plan was to try and shoot with cannons at the walls, because Constantinople had a lot of walls, and break them apart, and then the second person would come in and try to take over the rest of the city. He had a cannon that was like 27 feet long, and he tried to use that. Ah! So the cannon was not very accurate. It took like 3 hours to reload. So the cannon was inaccurate. Took 3 hours to reload, and due to the recoil, it like crumbled beneath itself. So basically, didn't really do much damage. You know, by the time he reloaded it again, they already fixed up their walls. So that was one of his failures. But Constantinople called for help from Pope Nicholas V. He was wary of giving them some help, because the Orthodox and Roman Catholic Church were excommunicated, and he still had strong feelings about that. So he ended up saying no, even though some Italian city-states sent some troops to help Constantinople. After some fighting went on, the Ottomans eventually tried to go into the city through Golden Horn, sorry, not Cape Horn. And the Constantinople pulled a large chain around that to make sure they couldn't get in with the ships. So instead, Mehmed put a bunch of grease logs down, and and just rolled himself into the Galatia, which was able to eventually stop trade and get supplies to the Byzantines. So the Ottomans, with thinking that the Byzantines were not fully equipped, losing supplies, they decided to lead their final attack. On May 29th was the final attack. It went through with waves. The Ottomans had waves. The first wave was the unskilled wave. It was they just went in to take out as much people as they could, and then the second wave was more skilled, but they didn't. Yeah. Okay. Got some note cards in here. Okay, the first wave was called the Bashi Bazooks. So those were the unskilled, and the Anatolians were the skilled. They ended up pushing these forces out. Unfortunately, the Kurleporta Gate was overlooked by the Byzantines and ultimately led to their defeat in the end.